This is a must-watch. One of my absolute favorites, Ron Filipkowski, was on the Circus with Tim Miller and John Heilemann.
They have an entire alternative media that no one sees, and that I'm wired into every single day.
They love DeSantis. They like DeSantis. What do they think of DeSantis?
I think there is a visceral, emotional love for Donald Trump that is not there for DeSantis. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have that emotional connection with them. Like, they look at Trump like a hero, you know, like a messiah. Whereas DeSantis, he's not Jesus, he's John the Baptist. He's trying to capture those people on the issues.
Right.
But I think that that's a miscalculation because they're not really about issues.
Trump has said a variety of things. He's like, if it wasn't for me, DeSantis wouldn't be governor. DeSantis isn't responsible for all the success in Florida. There have been a lot of great governors in Florida.
Yeah.
He's, you know, he's Meatball Ron. He's a groomer. He's sanctimonious. He's like all these various things. That's what Trump is doing. He's trying to figure out what the attack is that has traction. Is there like a reaction in the Maga media universe where like crooked Hillary, she's crooked.
The only one
Ryan
is
Ted, he's
none
a
of
liar.
that stuff has any traction.
None of it.
The disloyalty is the big one that gets them. That DeSantis is being disloyal, should be backing Trump. It's not his time. He needs to wait to 28. That's the biggest consistent thing you hear.
The other one that feels like it might have little traction that Trump's nibbling around the edges of is this. DeSantis is actually Paul Ryan in sheep's clothing.
I don't
as
agree with
soon as
this.
he gets in there, he's going to put in the neocons and he's
That's
going to
absolutely.
put in, right? Don't you think that might have some traction?
There's definitely a segment of the ecosystem that believes that DeSantis is a fraud, and this is all an act, and he's not really MAGA. Yeah, and they point to his record in Congress, which supports that.
Yeah.
He voted for Ukraine, and he has a lot of bad gun votes for them that they've talked about.
Is it the case? Tim maintains, and I think he's right. Like the Republican Party is now really the MAGA party. Is that right? It's like the old Republican Party is dead.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is there anybody when you look at the field? You know, you look at Nikki Haley, Mike Pence, Mike Pompeo, Chris Sununu. Is there anybody who has a chance to be the Republican nominee? Then you're
Zero. Only Trump and DeSantis, really.
Those guys get together on a debate stage. What happens?
I think Trump cleans his clock in a debate. Because he'll get under his skin, he'll needle him, he'll use personal insults, and DeSantis just doesn't have the temperament to handle that. We saw it in the debate with Charlie Crist. When he got hit with something that he wasn't expecting, he was like a deer in headlights. And so the prospect of him in a debate with Trump, I mean, I don't think he can handle it.